People, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are watching us from. This is a Two Talk show where we are all about positivity. My name is Kate and feel welcome. If you are new here, karibu sana. Karibu means welcome. Kindly subscribe to this channel, and for the family, the people that you've been here with, thank you for always keeping it real. So far so good. Yes, this is another new day, and we thank the Lord for making it happen. So today we are going to talk about setback. I know when we talk about setback, it entails so many things, but today I want us to talk about it in one dimension. That is people who hold on to things that do not help them. As I said, most of the times when we talk about these things, it's things that I've also gone through them. So there are things that I also relate. As you also relate, there are things that we both relate with, me and you. Yeah. So you find that most of the times we are glued to things that always remind us about our past, either about someone or somewhere or something that we went through. And most of the time, you find that whatever they are reminding us of, it's not something that will build us. It's not something that will motivate us to do something. No, most of these things, they always remind us of the past, and most of the times it's not in a good way. For instance, let me just give an example. Maybe it's this ex that you had, and they once gave you, let's say, a hoodie, something that we can relate with, and maybe even the breakup was not that nice, but you still loved this person. And so it's been years and you've never let go of that hoodie. And every time you open your closet, you see that hoodie there. And what it does, it takes your mind back. It takes you back to those years, to those moments. You start thinking of the things that maybe you'd have done better. You start asking yourself many questions. Why did it have to end that way? Maybe it was the only thing that maybe you ever hoped for in life that would work, and it never worked. So you find yourself asking yourself so many questions, and even most of the times, you find yourself remembering the things that you went through. You get, it's not something that will make you remember good things, like, oh yeah, I remember, it's something that will remind you of your past. So every time you look at it, it just takes your mind back in a blink of an eye. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy. You start feeling pity about your life, maybe thinking you're the toxic person here. You get things that won't help you at all. That is one thing. Another thing could be, maybe if you look in your house, there are those people who just keep things that can't help them. It could be cups, shoes, dresses. But every time you check in your house, there are things that, number one, will never ever help you, but you never feel like letting go of them. This is called attachment. Like, we find ourselves so much attached to things that can't help us, because those things carry memories, and these memories won't help us at all in life. These kind of memories are memories that we carry wishing what would have happened if things never happened the way They did. There even people who carry things from maybe it's your workplace where you are, somewhere that you are working, and you know there are those people who like carrying the smallest of things, and things never went the way they were supposed to, and there's something that you hold on so dearly about that place, and every time you remember about it, you feel like it just tears, you get. But we are unable to let go of these things that remind us about our past. There are those people who hold on to text messages and pictures, memories, and everything about memories. We are unable to let go. And it's high time we just say enough is enough. It's high time we stop holding on to things that takes us back to where we came from or where we were. It's high time we just let go. Set yourself free, because it's like setting ourselves in bondage. It's like chaining ourselves to things that will never ever give us any good thing. We'll just be taking our mind back. Like you're also torturing our minds, because every time you look at it, you remember, oh yeah. Personally, I had a jacket, and the way I got that jacket, it's not the right way I would have wanted to. You feel me? Like this jacket, I was given by someone who was so dear in my life. You know, like when you're dating someone and you feel like this is it. Oh my God, like I've arrived. I've just arrived where I've always wanted to. And you think now here we are doing life and things gonna be okay, and we are going, we are making it in life. You can even see your life together. And so I had that jacket. I held on so dearly because I was given by that person. Later on in life, this dunia ni ndogo. The earth is just a small town. I became friends with a certain lady, and one time she came to visit me. As girls, when you see something good, someone has like, oh, you have a nice shoe, or and at that time, my closet, you couldn't like close it like the way this one is, so it was just open. And she was like, this jacket looks nice. I once had a jacket like that one. And I was like, oh, thanks. I got it from my person. My personal person. Like when you think that's your person. I got it from my personal person. And she was like, mine, I gave it to someone who was trying to rush us some vibes. You feel me? And she told me that there was this time I had my jacket on, and he was like, oh, I love your jacket, kindly do you mind giving it to me? And because now they were in that lovey-dovey moment, when the guy is trying to hit on her, and she was like, it's okay, you just give me your jacket, because I'm wearing it because it's cold. So they exchanged. So I asked her, who's that? And the moment she mentioned the name, I was like, Shay. What? Shay? That was the same person. So I was like, okay. I don't know how to hide things. You're like, okay, let me just pretend. And no. I said, I got it from him. He wasn't my personal person. So by the time we were talking, we had already left each other. So I was just having that jacket with me. and she gave me the story how things went. And I remembered during that time when now that those things were happening, we were still together, yes, but not in good terms. Like that's the time where our relationship was in ICU. Doctors were trying so hard to revive it. Donors were there. It was given blood, water, everything. Doctors were trying to wake the heart of this relationship, but it was in ICU. It was dying those moments. And so that's the time when we met with him. And like when someone is trying to make it happen, and so it was cold, and he gave me that jacket. And he told me, and that jacket was so cute. I told him, wow, I love this jacket. He just said, you can keep it. The moment I came with it, I knew you would love it. So, remembering those words, and now here comes the lady who's the owner of the jacket. I had that jacket because it used to remind me of that person, even though things never went the way we wanted them to, or maybe I wanted them to. And so I have a different story of this jacket. Before, it used to remind me of that person, how good the person was, and even both the good things but most of the time I like remembering good things about a person. And now here comes another story. If you are me and you have this jacket, so okay, before that I told her I understand, and according to how she talked about the jacket, she also loved it. So I told her, no, I'm okay with it, you can take the jacket now that you're here, and this is your jacket, like maybe it's divine connection with your jacket. Sorry. So I told her, just take the jacket, go with it, I'm fine. She was like, no, just assume now I'm the one who have given it to you as the owner of the jacket. Well, I kept the jacket, yes, because now you can't tell someone, no, it was no, I just kept the jacket. But now every time I would look at that jacket, it's just the question that I was now asking you. If you were me and you have that jacket, what would you be remembering? So every time I would see that jacket, I would see lies. You get? I would see now two people involved in that jacket, the owner and the person who gave it to me, thinking that it's his, and now being that he got it from another lady whom he wanted at that moment when we were trying to see if we are doing it or not. You get? So every time I would see that, actually, it got to a time where I couldn't even wear it. It was just there. It was just there in my closet, and every time I would see it, my mind would just go back to those memories. This person, me getting the jacket, them trying. You get? And I think I stayed with that jacket for quite a while. For how many years? 4 years. Well, that's a long time. I stayed with it for 4 years without wearing it, just hanging it. And one day, I had to come back to my senses and told myself, yes, I'm having this jacket, a jacket that I'll never wear, a very pretty jacket that I'll never wear, a jacket that every time keeps on taking me back to that past. And the only thing I had to do was give it out. And by giving it out, I had to give it out to someone that I don't know. Because again, if I give it to someone that I know, I'll still see it with them, and it will still remind me. So I had to let go. So, how many things are you holding that are setting you back? How many things are you holding that are reminding you of a past? How many things are you holding on to that are reminding you of those memories that you had, of things that you can't change right now. If you have, it's time to let go. May it be plates, may it be, I've seen people hold on to things that can't help them because they just remind you of a place where you used to work, maybe you used to make some tiny things like 2 cups. I've ever seen someone with 2 cups, and I'm talking about it because they told me, you can do it. They were used to make some small cups, but that person had stayed with those cups for a long time and they were not using them just because they got it from there. And every time, so I asked them, so every time you see these cups, what do they remind you of? Sorry, they're like, about this day. Most of the times when you hear someone talk about, they're talking about things that are making them emotional. So instead of that, that's why you see yourself just being, there's something that's stagnating you. You're letting your mind stagnate for a while by reminding it of things that you are supposed to have already gone through, or things that you need to overcome, but you're holding on to. So stop holding on to things that won't help you but instead just let go. It's time to let go. With having said all that, I hope you let go. I hope you just look at your closet, look at your house, the things that you're holding so dearly that won't help you, things that are reminding you of your past, which is not healthy. It's time to move on, and it's time to let go. Having said all that, just know that I love you so much, and here's to wish you a fruitful day and all the best.